Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekamac, this is Let's Play Oxygen Not Included. In the last episode we had a complete waste of time. That makes it sound like a bad thing, but no, honestly, that we were able to make a mistake, that we were able to rewind that quickly, is quite in our favour. So what did happen was, we tried uncovering the hydrogen vent and seeing if we could research it before it started going again. It started going on cycle 205, so we just aren't prepared. We just don't have the time to research it and do all that nonsense. There's just not enough time left. We should have started working on this a lot earlier. It's our bad that it isn't going to work out. Remove that, remove the dirt. We want to carry all the resources straight over. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, at least Ari's having fun. So, now that we know what we aren't going to do, we know what we will decide to do instead. Which is probably sweep out all this metal ore so all the plug slugs don't munch it into... I mean, do we care about the metal ore at this point? No, but it is a problem that they all decided to wander over and get at the metal. Bristleberries, please! More berry sludge! I did realise that I forgot to set the critter feeder, so hopefully this little Sweetle lava is going to start munching on and producing the circos we need. I realised that the reason why the cobalt supply seems out of place, we can get more cobalt. We just simply reinstall all the copper cabling up here because we used some cobalt here when we were first building this. We have finished scanning the area now. We've got two massive hexagons here. Nisbet, I guess we put you in suit sustainability again. I have been considering time and time again setting up a perfect cryogenic storage for the food. The problem is that they're just really hard to work with. I've never tried using one. And when I look at this, I think about how hard it's going to be to get everything working when we have limited number of tiles to run it through. We've got to find somewhere to store all the heat. It just sort of ugh. Very much ugh. This has been set to only divert half of the pipe, which is probably not a good number to divert. At the moment we aren't utilizing the full 10 kilograms per second of piping, but still I don't want to drain too much of it away. I feel like there's only 2 fish here that we'll need to carry, so we'll just wait the extra 6 days for those 2 to pass away from old age. Still working hard on this, so this part up here is the start of something that we haven't actually made in the proper game. This is going to be part of a glass refinement system. It's also going to have a rock crusher up here just because. This over here, at the moment we aren't going to do anything with it, but when we get around to it, this is going to be a metal refinery. It's going to take the liquid straight from the coolant tank and then dump it straight back in. When the coolant tank gets too hot, it's going to start sending it straight to here and then back again. And there's also going to be a third liquid pump in here, which sends a bunch of refined metals about... It's going to send a bunch of cold liquid all throughout the entire place and use that to regulate the temperature. Because if you've forgotten, most machinery does actually heat up over time. Oh, actually, you're happy and hungry. Maybe if I dug up all this algae and let them munch on it before I carried over the Buddy Bud, that would protect it from being eaten instead. Huh. We did finish our research. Was there anything else that I wanted to research? We don't need the gas range. The red bolt containment might be nice. We don't need advanced caffeination. We don't have any sort of rocketry that can run on advanced liquids. Might be worth going into computing. Just to fill in some blanks. I don't think I'm going to use any advanced materials research, though if I ever get around to it, I'm going to use red bolt generators next to this wrecked satellite. Oh, this little hydrogen sink here. What are you doing there? Oh, I see. That's what you're doing there. I don't like you being there. Go away. And you're 10 years old, so you're probably going to just keep staying there, aren't you? Okay, set this to collect obsidian and cultivated soil that we have swept, please. Putting this insulated tile here was a mistake. It was a mistake, people. I don't think the iron ore or the mafic rock are going to rupture, but I'm going to play it safe. You're hungry, aren't you? so are you, so if I were to install a critter feeder over here, bait it with cobalt, that might convince him to leave. We don't have nearly as much oxygen over in this part of the map as we'd like, so promote the flow a little. The important point is that we need to get these Buddy Bud seeds up and running. And any minute now this hydrogen vent is going to come online, but because we've bricked it in, it should... We didn't completely excavate it, so it should stay blocked. It's intimidating, but I'm pretty sure it's just the centralmost blocks there to let it emit, shall we say. Ooh, right, there's our chance. Demolish that, and then they can't get back onto the steam turbine. So yeah, we didn't actually need to lure him away with iron. Oh no, little Slickster, please don't stick around there. Also, little Slickster, you reminded me that I need to set up this pitcher pump again. So that's going to be a problem. It's going to want to use a lot of power over the course of the day, so this is actually the point where it would be really nice to have a functional steam turbine. Sure, we have plug slugs, but they aren't very well fed. And speaking of feeding, and of course there's the other thing that I mucked up a bit earlier. This gas bridge needs to be built the other way around. So pumping all this oxygen through is actually causing this little bit of ice biome to heat up. Just a smidge. We can't get the hydrogen burning and running in time, but we can at least accept it. $150 days before it might lay a lava egg again, but it's more likely to lay another long-hair lava egg. Oh, where's this coming from? We messed up quite a bit. And yep. That could have gone better, but it could have gone worse. We have a new fry egg. Nice to get that out of the system. And I guess install a storage bin for all the sulfur that this guy's going to need because I don't need mud. Level 9, allow manual use please. I want to fill this back up with cobalt. We can't increase Ellie's skills, but we can increase Liam's, and I've said before, art fundamentals. Lindsay can have rocket piloting because it's what she's been interested in all this time. I guess medicine compounding for Otto? Not sure what else we'd want to put Otto on. But what we can do is give Liam decorating. And now we can do something about all these art blocks into portraits that have been lying about doing nothing. And that should convert this into a great hall. Yeah, it's got enough room. And our morale is now in better shape. Oh right, the thing that I was also going to do was... install a pneumatic door or two. And create a new set of nature reserves so that people will pass by this on their daily day-to-day work as well. We should probably set the sensors for this as well. That's not what I typed, game! New printables, what's in? Omelette. we still don't see anyone with the super rare skills that I really want. So I think the trick with this oil well is going to be by... We're going to have to run it in short bursts. The question is, when would be the safest time to run it? We could use a signal switch to control it, or we could use a cycle sensor which has a similar effect but also means that it's going to be the cycle sensor will mean that it can run automatically on short bursts on its own. I think I might just do both. Don't we have a wattage sensor around here? It must be in power. We have it. Did I just not recognize it at a glance? I didn't recognize it at a glance, of course. And then a power shutoff. This is going to be our emergency system to make sure that it will not allow these to run if we already have enough of a power demand in the rest of the base. A little insurance policy, let's call it. And if I check in on the hydrogen vent, yep, it's overpressure. We cannot get into this area safely anymore. We've nearly finished with all the ethanol here at least. And now, we have the full set of cobalt, ship it over. A bit of an early episode, but I think we've already covered up to and beyond what I had last episode, so let's say it's fine to end the episode here for now. So, until next time guys, take care. We'll see you all around. Yes, this is disinfected completely, so it's fine to finally get rid of this little liquid look